Yow! Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Tip my hat. Today we are doing the rare encounter. I like to call it the gunslinger encounter, but we're going to do it with our solo knight challenge. Now, how do you get this rare encounter to spawn? Well, you have to come from the trade city of Solgidos and then come down to Mount Germinus. But also, we're pretty sure it has to be after the Milan section in the story. So right before Orban is when all of these rare encounters will spawn consistently. So first up, let's take a look at what we're fighting. Why do I call it the gunslinger fight here? Well, we've got chemist and then we got the mediators as well. And they all have guns. So the chemist here has a glacial gun. So this is actually an excellent place to farm these magical guns if you want them. If you didn't pick them up, say in like Midlight's Deep, you can get them here. Now some of them don't have like the elemental gun. So if I hear this, obviously with this orator, I think I just called it the mediator. It's the orator. He doesn't have a magical gun. You'll notice also sometimes there can be a chemist here that spawns stoned, and that's because they have the stone shooter, which part of its unique perk is starting the encounter off in that petrified state. In addition, sometimes these chemists here don't have golden needle, so you will literally start this encounter and they will basically just be a man down because none of them can cure this this petrified status with a golden needle. Luckily, I've spawned this in a few times, so we made sure that okay, it's not this chemist. One of these chemists should have golden needle. Okay, this one does. We made sure that that happened because it's kind of funny that you do a fight like this and it's like one of their guys isn't actually active the entire time. So we'll have their full party, all 5 of them. As far as other elemental guns, is it really? Oh no, okay, they've got the 3. So they've got glacial gun, they've got the blaze gun, and then they got the stone gun too. The only one they're missing is the blaster, and that is the lightning gun. So that is what we're up against. A lot of range damage. Now we have Damon here, and you also notice we've switched save files. We are at where my Ramza here is maxed out. And then Damon here, oops, didn't mean to do that. Damon here, he's at 79. So a little bit of a level discrepancy here because they should be in the upper 80s, 90s. And that looks like what we're getting here. So they've got a little bit of a level advantage on us. Not gonna be a big deal. Now, if this is your first time with the series that we're doing here, the challenges, we are taking our knight here from our Let's Play, Damon, and we are basically putting him up against all the rare encounters in Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, we're doing a little bit of some nerfing to ourselves where we are restricting his gear to only stuff that you can get from the outfitters or the story. So that leaves out poaching, that leaves out Midlight's Deep. But we didn't want to nerf ourselves too much because one of the best things about being a knight are these knight swords. So it didn't feel right to basically say no story weapons because then we'd be missing out on Save the Queen. We wouldn't have Excalibur either, which again, both of these you get in the story just playing naturally. So everybody should have these. Also the Defender, you can steal this. Amazing sword. I love the Defender. We haven't really shown it off too much, but that's kind of the rule set that we set ourselves up with. And then another thing is we're not taking any abilities from the jobs that we're fighting against. In this case, it's Chemist and Orator. So we need to mitigate those magical guns and then also just those range guns in general. So how are we going to do that? Well, when it comes to our secondary job, let's start off with our abilities. Our secondary job, I don't think it's too important, but let's just take white magic. And that's because we're going to be taking Excalibur for permanent haste. So white magic here, excellent support secondary job here because it can give us regen, protect, shell. You can just use wall actually. Really good. Other than that, our reaction ability. Now if we really want to make this easy, let me move myself down. We could take Shin Hidorai here. And this will block every single gun attack that they have. That would make things pretty easy. I'm thinking because they're going to be using their guns, right? I think we use critical heal. Because I don't think they can one-shot us because knights here, one of the benefits, another benefit is their health pool is just so large that it's going to be hard for them to one-shot us and not put us in the critical state. So I think we'll use critical heal. I don't know, have we used Shin Hidorai yet in this challenge? I don't know yet. But we're not today's not the day. I don't think we need to bust it out. For our support abilities, We're going with dual wield. We want to be able to one-shot these guys because they do have chemist. And they will throw Phoenix Downs or revive in some form or fashion. I think one of them actually had white magic too. I didn't check the abilities, but it should be fine. But we want to be able to one-shot them, so we're going to take dual wield. For our movement ability, it's kind of rocky terrain. We want to be able to get some elevation. So teleport, not a bad play. Now for our secondary sword. Ooh, we could just save the queen. That'd be a pretty good choice. Let's just go save the queen. That way with our white magic, the only thing we need to be concerned about is maybe just casting regen on ourselves. I'm not too concerned about taking another secondary. Oh, maybe we take summoner and then we use golem, because golem will match your maximum HP and then create that as a barrier. Really powerful with a job that has high HP. I don't think we need to do that. I'm just kind of like spitballing ideas, because one of the beautiful things about tactics here is just the different builds you can do to find success. Helmet wise, could go with the Genji helmet. Not that much better than the crystal helm, only a 10 HP difference. Let's just put on some basic gear. Oh, another benefit of Knight is they get to wear robes too. So if we really kind of wanted to like dip into that magical side and build up some of our MP, it's not a bad idea. We're not going to do that today though. We're just going to put on the crystal mail, because if we put on mirror mail, then well, we wouldn't be able to cast regen on ourselves. We'll do that. And then for our accessory, I think we just go with damage. I think that's the play. Again, we want to be able to one-shot these guys. I think that's good. We got a little bit of healing with critical HP. If we get into a really bad situation, hopefully we could rely on our white magic. Let's give this a try. Admittedly, this isn't one of the harder fights, but this could be annoying because just chemist in general, and then throwing Phoenix Downs. So they're definitely our priority. But this map in general, there's a lot of cool things, a lot of cool encounters on this map that aren't kind of set in stone like this random encounter. Like you'll get behemoths. Actually want to open up with, let's put regen on ourselves. And because we have high faith, or pretty decent faith, it's sitting there at 75. This is going to basically succeed every time. But this map here will have like behemoth spawn, chocobos, archers. There's a lot of cool fights here. So, oh, they're actually going to use remedy. Okay, remedy works too, obviously. But golden needle, remedy, that'll cure that stone status. So they got their full party into the mix now. And they're also going to try to bump up their bravery. But this should be a pretty simple fight. Now, we haven't talked much about mods on the... Good failure, Damon. Good failure. Gosh darn it. Well, we can sit here and actually put shell on ourselves as well. I'm pretty sure that'll block some of the damage from... yeah, his regular gun's not going to do too much. But that should block some of the damage from their magical guns. Neither one of the Orters have the magical guns. It's the chemists that we need to worry about here. So that should be... Let's just see how much they're going to do. 106? Not bad. We should be fine. Yeah, they're not going to one-shot us. But we haven't talked much about mods on this channel yet. And... I should have taken move +3. I should have taken move +3. Okay. Well, noted. We'll just cure ourselves. But mods on this channel, they're very specifically, there is a special encounter mod which will add new rare encounters to the open world map, and they will add things like the Lucavi into the random encounters. Oh gosh, that was a lot of damage there. It'll also add like the Templar. So I'm thinking, as I was saying, I'm thinking. We're just gonna wait. We're just taking a bunch of shots. I'm thinking after... It'll be easy, they said. This fight will be no problem, they said. They were wrong. And they, I mean me. So I've taken a look into our enemies a little bit closer. Because in these rare encounters, it's a set spawn, right? But their abilities are not set. Let's take a look at our enemy here real quick. Notice something. They have Condemn. There's a bit Doom on us. That'll be GG. We need to account for that. In addition to that, this one here can put us to sleep. That means they're going to get a free gunshot on us if they can sleep us. So, with all that in mind, we have taken the gloves off as far as I was trying to hold back a bit. I was trying to be cute. Nope, no more. We changed up some things here. Keeping white magic. Let's start with the abilities. Keeping white magic. Shin Hadorai as our reaction. I don't want to get shot anymore. Go figure. Movement ability. No more teleport. I love teleport, but it has failed us too many times. Equipment. We are putting on some Genji armor, just for a little bit more health. But we're also wearing the hairband. This is going to protect us against Doom. Not sleep, but Doom. And I'm more worried about Doom there because that is just straight up, we're done. We'd be done for. So, again, we are more prepared this time. It's supposed to be an easy fight. Turns out, not so much. It's really those status ailments can really get you. In a group setting, if you had a full party, maybe not as big of a deal, but for the challenge we're running for, some of those can just absolutely just end us, and that'd be bad. That would go against everything we're trying to do here. Now we're gonna put Shell on. Actually, let's do regen. That way we have a passive way to heal ourselves. So I'm just worried about the chemist now and them chain using Phoenix Downs when we start killing people. Luckily, we are a knight, which means we can nuke their speed stat. So that's going to be priority 1. I'm not worried about the Orters because I say that and they're going to kill me. I know it. They're like, you should be worried about us. Not worried about him casting Doom on us. That's not going to happen. You can see they have a 3% chance to shoot us or to hit us. She's going to put us to sleep. She's going to try to put us to sleep. She did put us to sleep. That means Shin Hadorai is not going to work and they get a free shot off on us. She needs to die first, but she also needs to stay dead. Whew, this is why regen's good. But we need to start... We need to take her out first, but they're just going to keep rezzing her. Let's just go ahead. Take them out. Damage is not a problem for us. As far as, oh man, they get a lucky shot off, but his gun's not going to do too much. I'm more worried about those elemental guns. Let's get the fight under control. Also going to give each other more bravery. Very nice of them. Let's get the fight under control, and then we'll talk a little bit more about mods, because I wanted to bring it up in last video, but honestly that fight with the ninjas ended a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. So let's get this under control here. It's going to be her turn next. And I want to, if only we, man, I'm just thinking, man, if we had a summoner, black mage, we could target both of them or 2 of them at a time and kill, 2 of them in 1 turn. But with a knight here, we're kind of restricted. Let's go ahead and take out some of her speed. 68% chance, but we have dual wield. Hit her once, that's good. We want to keep our distance from the other Orcher there because of sleep. They have high potions. Again, we're one-shotting them. The only thing that we need to be careful of... Oh, they're also using white magic as well. God, these guys are stacked. They actually have some, I would say, okay builds for what we've kind of gone up against. And they have X potions. Well, I mean, we one-shot them anyways. Not too worried about that. But yeah, we just need to be worried about the Orcher here and sleeping us. Everybody else, not too concerned. We need to keep regen up as well. I'm just trying to avoid... We just need to keep working down the speed. I think hitting them... It takes out 2 of their speed each shot. I want to hit them at least 3 times. There's 1, that's twice, 3 times. Alright, now let's work on another chemist. And we also stepped into the heal there. That's good. Because again, their guns not going to hit us. What are you doing? Rush?
I'll handle this.
The audacity of this group. And what is the hit chance on the sleep? It's got to be pretty high. I think that's just because my faith. Oh gosh, that lines up perfectly. This is the most dangerous chemist out of them because he has stone gun, and that does a lot of damage. We need to nuke his speed, but man, I really just want to get him down first because the other chemist might have. If we look in the turn order there, the other chemist would have to immediately pick him up. We have to take out his speed. We have to. I want to start doing damage, but I know they'll just keep picking each other up. He's down a little bit. We're going to keep blocking. If one of these bolts get through, oh, and we just lost our regen. We kind of gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here, man. Can we cure ourselves? Because that Orter's gonna go and they're gonna sleep us. I'm really curious what that sleep chance is. Man, if only we took Mystic and then we made ourselves an Atheist. I don't think their magic would be getting through, or because the Speechcraft kind of works like magic where it goes off your faith. What do we do? What do we do? Ooh, we have Holy. How much is that going to do? Not enough. We were just curious, and that would kill our MP. That's not the play. We need... Shoot, we are just really in trouble here. I'm gonna... Oh, no. That didn't work out at all. Because now they're going to sleep us. Or no, they're not. They're going to praise. Sweet. Okay. We caught a break right there. You're going to use X Potion. That's fine. But they're not going to go for a while. Keep rushing me. Alright, let's get her down. Okay. Whew, feeling a little bit better because that's the only way they're going to do damage to us. And then... So she's down. Who's next? Let's get up here and start nuking this chemist speed. We need to heal ourselves up too. Just in case they get a lucky shot. 95% chance? Yes. Their speed is suffering. Good, good, good. Keep trying to shoot me. Gonna cast a little white magic. Wonder if any... Okay, I was gonna say, when are they gonna start using Phoenix Downs? Okay, this is good. We take out... I think we hit this chemist one more time because we have such a good chance of hitting him. We just need to be careful again about being put to sleep before we get ourselves healed up. Go ahead. Do that. They're going to use a high potion. The other one can use a X potion. That Orter, not a huge threat anymore. Because again, they can't cast Condemned on us. That would end the fight. Let's start chopping them down. There's one. We're going to get... Ooh, can we chain this correctly? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm looking in the turn order over there, and I'm seeing, can we kill all three of the chemists? No, we can kill two of them, or one more, because we already have one down. Let's move here. I'm also rolling the dice because I didn't heal myself. And, okay, miss. Oh god, that would have ended it. Let's go ahead and take out... Oh man, we get a lot of turns coming up here, you can see right there. So, we can kill her. Perfect. Not worried about him hitting us. You're going to pick up your friend, that's fine. Because we're going to get 2 turns in a row. Great. Oh, are they setting up the kill right here? Okay, no, they weren't. So, let's take out this one. Because he for sure has Phoenix Down. I don't know, does she have a Phoenix Down? She may or may not. Let's actually check that real quick, because that is going to definitely play a factor into if we just immediately start to go to heal ourselves. Go over here. Do you have Phoenix Down? She does not. Whew. Okay. We are in the clear. We're going to heal ourselves a little bit. Move out of the way. And then we can also count on one of these chemists crystallizing, the dead ones, and then we can pick up full health there as well. I mean, heck, we might be able to end the fight. I just don't want, because she still has a magical gun. I don't want to be put to sleep and then them use that magical gun on me. That would be it. Let's go ahead and how much is a cure going to do for us? That seems pretty decent. We'll just hang out right here. Just stay out of their line of sight. She's going to keep using high potion. Okay. Now that the fight is under control. This one you had to think about because they actually had some pretty okay builds. Now that the fight's under control, we have like 2 more, I would say, rare encounters. There's one with Tiamat, which might be the only monster in the game that has 999 health. And then there's also a dragon fight as well. After that, I think we will move into the mods, special encounters. And again, they'll have encounters like where you'll fight Ultima. And Ultima will have a party of Ultima demons with her. So that'll be very tough. And I'm wondering if we break our rule as far as using only story and outfit equipment. I haven't decided on that yet. Okay. I can breathe. That was a tough one, guys. That was a tough one. But I'm thinking right now we stick to those rules, but and then again, after we finish the next 2 rare encounters, we move into the mods, and then hopefully those will all install, because I actually haven't tried them out yet. But it'll be very clear that we're doing those mods, and I'll state it ahead of time. But I think we'll keep the rules in place, and those should be very interesting, because again, we'll go against almost all the Lucavi. We'll go against Delita, and like he has like his own entourage of units. And I'm guessing that they come with like for Delito, for example, he'll have something like the Chaos Blade. So his equipment should be pretty juiced, because the modders go in there and they basically build them out, and so it won't be random. So that'll be very interesting if we can pull that off with our solo knight here. But that is the video, y'all. Yeah, it was an interesting one. Our first time actually failing. It was to a bunch of chemists and orators, which give them all the credit. They had the secret sauce to basically counter exactly what we were doing. But yeah, very surprised. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the solo knight run so far. And yeah, I will see you next time. Peace and take care.